Welcome to Mystic Moons, broadcasting high in the mountains. Well, it's warming up. Can you believe it? The 0 degrees and the single digits are gone for now. Maybe we'll be lucky and we won't have them at all. You know that you're really up in the mountains when you start talking about the weather. It's common. It's common because we can't believe we can actually go outside and not break a leg, crack our heads, and a number of other things. That is something that is the life of living in the tundra, the frozen tundra. That is something that we have to get used to. So, how are you tonight, Mystic Moon listeners? Thank you for my subscribers for joining. Today, we're having some chat. And also, too, welcome to new visitors. Thank you very much for joining. Today, we're going to talk about time. Time is a very weird matrix type of thing, isn't it? You don't know about time in terms of like you look in the mirror, you get on the scale, you see yourself in the window, you look at your clothes, you look at the holes in your socks or the non-holes in your socks. You know, time is very strange. It passes. You see your parents looking older. You see your brothers and sisters, your nephews, your babies, your this, your that. And you wonder, what is this strange thing called time? Do you know something? That certain kinds of insects, not insects, oh, I don't know what you call flatworms, salamanders, jellyfish. They have some strange aging. They don't age. And you can cut them up in little pieces and they all flourish. They grow heads, they grow limbs, they do this, they do that. And scientists and creatures that come from other planets, they're wearing human meat suits. They like to try and mix our genome with those creatures. And that's another thing of trying to conquer time. Now, time is weird because, for a very fact right now in the Northeast, it's probably midnight, something like that, close to midnight. And then 5 hours ahead, it's London time. And it should be, if it's like 10 o'clock now or 11 o'clock, it should be 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then if it's in the Middle East, put like 4 more hours, and it is 10, 11, 12, 1, right? No, if it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. And then you add a few more hours, and we're in, Hong Kong, Aussie land. But time is very strange. It does make us anxious. People are going like, "Are you going to be on time?" Or "What time's the start? What time's it end?" But do you know what this could be? This could be our thirst, our our strangeness for revelation. Revelation to angel numbers. Did you ever notice you're hurrying around, all of a sudden you notice 222? And sometimes you go, "Oh, that's cute." And then you go, how many times have you seen 444? And then you kind of like, starting getting to be, how come every time I look at the clock, I see numbers at the same time? I see my seconds and my hour and my minutes all adding up to the same digit. What does that mean? It's a coincidence, isn't it? Isn't it a coincidence? What do you think that means? Well, it means you are close, 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 close to being there. You know, us humans, we have so many powers. And of course, our societies keep us stupid. Stupid. They keep us ignorant of where we are supposed to be, where we are. And you know what? It's just kind of, it's mind boggling to think about how we are being deprived of our true selves, our time travel ability, our remote viewing, our astral projection. Even though you shouldn't astral project too much, you know why? Because some demon could like hitch a ride in your body while you're gone. So we think of that. So let's see now. What does 222 mean? Do you see 222? I see 2 and a 1. Do I see 222? I've been seeing 222. Now, let's look at that in terms of, first of all, let's get a reading. If I keep on seeing, if you keep on seeing, if we keep on seeing 2222, what does that mean? All right, let's take a look. Now, I shuffle these cards. Now, what does 222 mean for us? What does it mean? Let's see now. What does it mean? Does it mean that we're surrounded by like meatheads and we're like finally being able to poof, flick of the wrist and they're gone? Are they really gone? Or are you just gone? All right. Now, if you keep on seeing 222, how many of you out there see 222? Now, and you've been seeing it recently. Well, 222 is showing that you are in for good times. Good times. So let's just see what kind of times. We have the Three of Wands. Then we have the Five of Wands. We must be burning up the competition. Right? We must be burning up the competition if we're seeing 222 because we have the Five of Wands. That means we can make mincemeat out of anybody who doesn't agree with us. That's what it means. If we see 222, that means that we're on target. We're on fire. And then we have what is this number? We have the Six of Wands. That's the hero. That means that we are in control of the time matrix. That means that we have the ability to that means if we want to be nasty, in other words, we could. And sometimes you find some cheeky people. We find some cheeky people who like to badger you or like to trying to get your goat. Sometimes people are just too I mean sometimes people you all met people who say things about things they know nothing of, but yet they feel they have enough enough I don't know physical assets that they can say whatever they say is important. If they say, eggs are important. If they say bananas are important. And you could be saying, hey, I'm not talking about eggs and bananas, you're thinking to yourself, a-hole, I'm thinking about other things. But they're like, no, we're talking about eggs and bananas. Now, what do we have here? We have here, we have here the Six of Vessels. That means we got to shop around. We have to shop around and not fall prey to one particular. That means there's plenty of idiots around. We're in control when we see 222. Things are on our level. We're the ones who are in control. You see? And that means the Six of Vessels, that means that we have to move. We have the floor. We have the gauntlet. We have the hello. You set the pace. When you are see the 222. Now, how many of you out there have seen 222? You should think about it. The next time you see 222, that means that you are in the driver's seat. You are blossoming. Now, how many of you have seen 111? Yeah, we all have seen 111. You go, oh, how cute. First of all, when you first notice these things, you go like, oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? And again, You have to have a certain anxiety about time. Do I have this time to do this? And can I get my head together? Can I focus? Can I get this brain? How can I? How can I? How can I really, 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 really? If I see 111, what does that mean? 111. 111. What does it mean when you see 111? What do you think it means? Does that mean you're only going to get, what does 111 mean? First of all, we should do a reading and see what 111. I mean, one is the beginning of a series of numbers, right? It's the number one. So, what does that mean? That means that you are embarking on a new adventure. If you see 111, that means that it's time to set a new path. Now let's see what direction that new path would be. Is it a good path? Is it a bad path? How many times have you have seen that 111? 111. Let's see. 111. Random numbers. Random numbers. I myself have decided to come to leave this mountaintop, for instance. I am going to leave this cold tundra. It's too cold. It's too cold. It's too icy. And the internet is shabby. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of the mountains. Now I want to go to the desert and the beach and the shore. I want to go like where it's warm. And of course, I'm not going to stay at the beach that long because, the hurricanes come rolling in, rolling in, rolling in. Now, if you're seeing 111, first of all, we have the Five of Swords. Ooh, that means we're taking new adventures. We're taking new incitements. We're going someplace where somebody else has not dared to go. Uh-huh. Someplace where someone has yet to go, dare to go. And the Three of Swords. Hmm. This could be treacherous. Only, and you know why you see the 111? Because there's people that get used to seeing you in one way, and when you say you're going another way, they go, they're changing. They're making me think. They're making me uneasy because they're not steady. There's nothing like bread, 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 bread. Even if it's stale, it's still bread. But when you all of a sudden turn into pudding, or you turn into a muffin, or you turn into a piece of cake, that's something different. And people who deal with you, 111ers, do not like tonight. They're not prepared for change because they walk like zombies. Now here we have, what do we have here? We have the Proclaimer. Ooh, that's the path of the ones who dare. The 111s. When you see a series of 111s, you are walking your own path. And that is a leadership. You are on a leadership quest. What is this? We have here judgment. When you are a leader, you get to be, your opinions are different. Your opinions are different. Different. And you can make a judgment on things because you have walked the walk and you can talk the talk because you have walked the walk. Whereas these people who are like uptight because they see changes in you, they are uptight because they are like zombies. When you see 111s and you have gotten your angel pattern brain waves together, your alpha pattern brain waves together, you are leadership. Leadership. You are walk. Now, how many of you have felt that you noticed 111 or 222? How many? You should notice those things. And no, you can't force it. You can't force it. You can't force it. No, I should not say that. You can't force these things. To be anxious, first of all, Time, you have to realize this time is strange. I mean, like, is it 8 o'clock in the morning? It may be 8 o'clock your morning, but it's like 8 p.m. somebody else's time the next day or the day before. That's weird, isn't it? It's very strange time. But this element, these three of swords and this five of swords, remember this is your opposition when you get the 111, because they do not walk the walk. They are not leadership as the proclaimer is. And they get uptight because once you walk the walk, you're qualified to make an opinion because you have experience. In other words, what is an expert? Not somebody who memorizes, no, but somebody who actually walks, experiences that time fluctuation. Now, next number you often see. I often see two. Do you ever see 444s? 444s. And you don't? You don't see 444s? How? Let's go to, before we do the 444s, let's do the 555s. Now, the 555s are different. Have you ever seen 555s? Now, what do you think a five is? You know, there's a painter. I think his name is Ernst something or other. Ernst. You've seen that big 555. Oops. Now, uh, 555. What is five? Have you seen five fives? Have you seen uh have you seen 555? What does that mean? When you see the same number all the time. I look up, I see fives. I look down, I see fives. Fives, five. You're vibrating fives. Do you know what that means? 555s means you're in the process of change, transformation. You are becoming something else that has substance, something that has to do with lucky luck. Your luck has changed. 5555 is a magical number. Mm. Now, you don't have to, you have to think, you have to think about these things. 555. Now, what are your luck going towards? What is your luck going to? Now, let's see. Let's take a look at this. Five. Where does the five take us? If we start seeing fives, where are we going? Where are we going? Five, five, five. I noticed I haven't seen a 555 lately, but I've certainly seen the 222s. And I have also seen the 111s. I've also seen the 333s. But it amazes me, like my brain waves are changing, and so are yours once you start paying attention. Ooh, look at this. The King of Crowns. The King of Crowns. 555. Does it say everything? You are the light. You are in a transformative state. You are enlightened. You are lucky. Now the next, look at this. If you start seeing the 555s, we have here the Defender. Look at this. The Defender. Ooh, this is a powerful card. Powerful combination. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. I had one sneeze. It was pretty loud. You didn't need to hear it. Yes. Well, anyway. So look at this combination. 555 is very powerful and very lucky. Very, very lucky. Very, very, very lucky. And what else do we have here? Oof, look at this. Give me the fives. Give me the fives. Even at the next card, look, we have the wheel. We have the wheel of fortune. We have the defender. We have the crown of wands. Oh, see how almighty the 555s are? Now, even if this next card is not as on par with these, we already, hey, we got a huge amount of spiritual energy going. And what do we have here? And we have the chin. What do we have here? Ah, let's see. We have the champion of wands. Oh man, fly with it, fly with it, fly with it. You've got the world. Lotto. This is called Lotto. You get the 555s, you go out there and play the Lotto. You go out there and play Mega Million. You go out there and play Lucky 5, Lucky 10. You go out there and you like say, I love you. To the person you didn't have the gumption, you're in luck. Luck, 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 luck. Transformation, positive transformation if you see all fives. Now, so what do you think of that? What do you think of having all 555? See, you know, it's very important to like notice that we do live in a strange reality. Strange reality. And once you understand like everything is not really just like blobs of color and like, social or tribal stuff, but it's also encoded in our DNA, which is I guess why they keep playing around with us with, other things with our mRNA, with our actually there isn't really mRNA, it's RNA and DNA. However, and we'll go into that. We won't do that. But you understand what I'm saying. That we are really fascinating creatures, fascinating beings. And we run on mathematics as well as design. We do. We do. And where's the other? It went somewhere. It went somewhere. Anyway. Well, point is, this is powerful. Here it's behind. The defender, the wheel, the crown of wands, the fire. Get those, look at those times. Look at your clock, not for worrying, but just don't even do it on purpose. You can't do things on purpose like this. You must get your brain waves. First of all, relax. No matter what the crap is going down, relax. Walk around, walk a couple miles if you have to, just to relax. Sometimes it's necessary. And embrace your breath, embrace your eyes, embrace your senses, because that is where your revolution, your evolution, and your magic comes from. It's embracing your own electrical impulses. And that's kind of fun, isn't it? All right, let's see. Now we spoke about the 444s. Now have you seen all fours? What does 444 mean? Well, let's see now. What does a 444? Now, 444 is not a 555. 555 is magic. 111 is new beginnings. 222, what was 222 again? That was, I forget. Let me think for a moment. 222 was balance, harmonious, good fortune, stuff like that. But okay, now what is the 444? 444 is the in-between of that, the in-between. Now, let's put these cards back in and let's see what kind of today, what kind of if you're seeing 444s, where is that hitting you? Now, 444s are generally, it's like you want a safe zone, safe for guidance, safe. It's like study hall. It's like I better read this book if I'm going to know what, I have to be prepared. It's preparation. It's preparation. Now, all right, let's see. 444. What kind of preparation are we talking about? What do we have in this time consortium, this time warp, this time? You even know that some people are living rich lives, some people are living poor lives, some people are living good lives, some people are living bad lives. But we're all living. We can all feel our impulses. We hear the thump, thump, thump of each other's heart. Or we just assume, or maybe we actually do hear the thump, thump, thump. And then when someone feels like they're taking too much of the thump, you go, what is this person's trip? And then you notice sometimes, even on social media, people posting pictures of themselves. We all do. I did this. I do it too, by the way. Or somebody saying, look at me, look at me, look at me. And then we go, we all kind of wonder because we hear the thump, thump, thump. And then we sometimes people have to pull back. Some people have to find a safe zone. And all fours means something of that nature. It means, wait a second. It's almost like the Hierophant. Now, we have here the 5 of Wands again. The 5, is that random? 5 of Wands. That means that before you must be careful. You must be careful. The 444s with the wands means you must be careful. And the present danger, be in the present. Don't think about 10 years from now. Don't think about 2 weeks from now. Think about today. Think about today. When you start seeing the 444s, you know that this is caution. Caution because you must listen more than talk. And we have here the Hangman, which is also a time card. Stop. Think about what's going down. When you use caution only to pay attention to all your sins. And then we have the 2 of Wands. That means somebody is trying to either tangle or impart to you. They want to tangle with you. You have to feel if this person is you have to get in defense mode or you have to get in offensive mode. That's what the 444 is. Caution. And study the situation.